All right, so what I'm going to talk about in this video, and this is just an idea and a theory of mine that I myself have developed. I'm sure there are other people out there as well that came up with a strategy like this or an idea. I know I'm not the first. My philosophy, my theory with this is, with this line that I like to draw out, it's to help me identify really if a stock is in play or not. That's the most important thing to me. Is a stock in play or is it not? And what I call this line, I don't really have a special name for it yet, but what I call it as of right now is the make it or break it line. Now, this works really good with stocks that are in play day one. Like for example, today's example, we got Neuro here, N-U-R-O. This morning, this was the #1 stock gapping up on the gap scanners. Anytime I get a big gap up, what I want to try to do is I want to zoom out on the chart and plot out a line. And I tell myself, if the stock holds this level, above this level for the day, it's got a shot of moving up higher. Now, if it falls below that line, it's done for. And I look at it in a way, if the stock holds above that line, bulls are in control and it's got potential to short squeeze. Now, if it falls below that line, bears are in control and it's going to keep going down even lower. You can also use this with VWAP. I like to look at it as it's like another VWAP. Recent years with Brian Shannon, VWAP and anchored VWAP has become quite popular, and you can't go to any YouTube channel out there. There's nobody out there that does not have VWAP plotted on their chart. I mean, everybody uses VWAP. Everybody. So as we see here on the 1 minute with Neuro, this green line right here, that's my make it or break it line. This stock, it's still currently on the day over that green line. It came right down to it right here, bounced off of it, ran up to the VWAP here, lingered around just under that VWAP, and it fell right back down. But most importantly, we're holding over that line. So that's going to be telling me, hey, keep an eye on this stock because bulls are still technically in control. And there's a possibility this stock could squeeze later on in the day. The bottom line theory of this line and this theory that I have with it. If you guys have been a part of my channel for a while, you know me. I'm a trader that likes to keep it simple. I don't like to overcomplicate things. I like to keep the big picture at hand. And even for me, you guys, I'm still evolving as a trader. For as long as I've been doing this, I'm still evolving and getting better. There's no really specific formula to plot out this make it or break it line. This is something that I technically plot out on my charts just by zooming out and looking for a level that I feel is an important level for the stock to hold for any type of continuation move up higher. So for example here, let's look at VERU. This stock was recently up in play. As you can see, this stock was in play for multiple days, running all the way up to a high of $17. Now, as this stock starts to pull down from its highs right here, and it's trending down, making a low here at 1370s. Then at the very end of the day, it got a nice ramp up to 15 here. Now that we go into the next day, I'm looking at this as a 3-day play. There is no I'm zooming in on it and just paying attention to this specific day. I'm zooming out and looking at the last 3 days of this, and I'm looking for a level that I can plot out on this to tell me, hey, if we hold up at this level and build up from this level, then bulls are in control and we're looking good for a move up higher. Remember, I'm keeping it simple. So with this green line here, the make it or break it line, I plot it out here at 1425. This morning we open up, we drop right through it, and then we come right back up above it. Then we fall through it here and we get back above it. Now we're holding above it and pushing back up to $15. Resistance all right here. Let me make that a little thicker. 15 bucks right here. So if we can continue to build from this level, 1420s now to 1450s, break up through 15, it's just a good way for me to gauge strength in a stock. That's the way I like to look at it. Zoom out, I can identify what's a level of interest. Hey, if we can build up from that level, bulls are in control, let's get that money. There is no formula, like I said, to use this. I preach to you guys all the time. Study charts, break them down, train your eyes to look at these charts. Over time, you will start to see things with your eyes, levels of interest. You won't have to use all these little indicators that they have out there, MACD, Kettler channels, pivot points. I mean, sure, it all works. I'm sure it does, but I don't like to use any of that stuff because it just doesn't suit my personality or who I am. I'm a person, I like to keep it bare bones simple, listen to price action, volume, and you guys know I love focusing on my psychological price levels, noticing how a stock is moving at these levels. $14, $14.50, $15, half dollar, whole dollar levels. But I hope you get the idea and the theory that I'm going for with this. If you guys understand and got a grasp of what I'm talking about, in the comment, please type yes. I'll know that I got the message across. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'm Mr. Wolf. As I always say to you guys, have that patience, have that discipline, study, study, study. Sure enough, look at what we got here. NURO. No, it's still exactly the same day. We were just talking about this stock this morning, talking about the make it or break it line. Holds $4 all day. Runs up, squeezing up, hitting almost $6 a share. So $2 a share running up and squeezing. I do this every day when I break down stocks gapping up in the morning, the make it or break it line. It works. As I said before, keep an open mind. Don't underestimate stocks. You have to know how a long thinks and a short seller thinks. Amazing opportunity today on NURO, and all you have to do is just educate yourself and patiently wait for these moves to set up. It's that simple, but at the same time, complicated. As statistics have shown, 90% of people fail, lose money in the stock market as traders. They don't allow or give themselves time to develop. And that is the stepping stone to becoming a successful, profitable trader. It takes time, dedication, effort. If you're new here to the channel, hit that subscribe button. As I always say to you guys, have that patience, have that discipline, study, study, study. Later.